and his name was Frederick Holliday. And we fell in love painting. And he was a film major, and I was a theater major, and you know what kind of jobs you get with those professions. So for many years, my husband went to school and got a PhD in film studies and worked 3 jobs, adjuncting at 3 different colleges, and worked as a part-time video clerk. And I worked retail, usually 40, 50-hour weeks at a wonderful toy store, and taught art to preschoolers. And we had 2 beautiful children, and we could not afford health insurance for my husband nor my children, and also pay rent. A few years back, my husband was diagnosed with a urinary tract stricture. It's a small item, not a big deal, just $20,000 is all they need to do the surgery. Of course, we could not afford that, and they said, well, this is an elective surgery. Whenever you get that real job, get the surgery. A few years later, he was hired in a 1-year appointed position at American University. It was his dream job. He was so happy. So he thought, I'll impress them and make them proud, and they'll want to hire me back next year. And I'll put off for maybe a month or 2 going to the doctor. And in 2 months, he began having pain in his chest. And we went to the doctor, and they gave us pain meds for it. And then we went to the ER, and they gave us pain meds for it. And then, finally, he was diagnosed with stage 4 kidney cancer on March 27, 2009. He walked for 1 more week. He was in a hospital. We had 4 weeks of hospitalized care when they came in our room and told us they were sending us home on a PCA pump. Now, if you don't know much about cancer, if you're sent home on a PCA pump in stage 4 cancer, they are sending you home to die. At that point, my husband said, you go after them. You do anything you can to try to get me care. And I worked very hard, and I got him seen by many doctors. And all along, we got pushed out. Within a week or 2 of getting in a hospital, that discharge nurse would come. And they would say, the insurance company wants you to move along. Finally, we agreed to hospice care. We agreed to give up. Within a week, they came again and asked us to go home. I had 24 hours to find a handicap-accessible apartment that could get my husband through the door and move my family, with the help of friends, to a new space to live. And my husband came home on June 11th. And for 6 days, I was his sole care provider. I had an on-call nurse that would get there within 2 hours if anything happened. I, 5 foot tall, would try to roll my 189-pound husband to clean him and change him. And we would think, what is there we can do to make this better? What can we do to change this? On June 17th, my husband died. And on June 17th, we began talking about the healthcare reform bill. And 5 days later, I got out my paintbrushes. I met my husband painting, and I lost my husband, and I would paint him again. So on Connecticut Avenue, my husband lies in a hospital bed, not getting care, and there is a woman with a blue cross and a blue shield standing in a pile of money just feet away. And you know what's the beautiful thing about a mural? You can't tell a mural to shut up. You can't make it quiet. So here I stand today to say thank you for all you do, and we will get change, and we will make a better America. Thank you.